before the Shield, before the Avengers. There was just a brave kid from Brooklyn. This is Captain America, the first Avenger, fast, iconic, and full of heart. Steve Rogers, 5'0", sickly, and rejected by the Army 5 times. But he's got guts.
Don't know when to give up, do you? I can do this all day.
He's chosen for the Super Soldier program. 1 injection, 1 Vita Ray blast, and boom! Scrawny Steve becomes America's first superhero. First mission? Barefoot chase through New York, rips a car door off. Hello, makeshift shield. At first, they stick him in tights to sell war bonds. I punched Hitler over 200 times, but Steve's not here to dance. When his best friend Bucky goes MIA, Steve storms behind enemy lines, solo, and rescues 400 soldiers. Enter the Howling Commandos. Cap leads a team, explosions, motorcycle jumps, Hydra-based takedowns. Meanwhile, Red Skull, evil Nazi science guy, is playing with a glowing space cube called the Tesseract. But tragedy strikes. Bucky falls from a moving train into the icy abyss. Steve loses his brother in arms. Red Skull's final plan: bomb every major city. Cap boards the plane, fights Skull one last time. The Tesseract goes nuclear and teleports Skull into the cosmos. Cap's out of options. He crashes the plane into the Arctic. Over the radio, Peggy asks him to come back.
You're gonna need a rain check on that dance.
A week next Saturday at the Stork Club.
Then, silence.
Steve?
70 years later, Steve wakes up in a strange room, realizes it's all fake. He breaks out and finds Times Square. Nick Fury walks up.
You've been asleep, Cap, for almost 70 years.
Steve's reply,
I had a date.
and just like that, the legend begins. That's the first Avenger in 3 minutes. Hit like, subscribe, and remember, he wasn't made a hero, he already was one.
In an alternate 1960s, brilliant scientist Dr. Reed Richards and his wife Sue Storms celebrate joyful news: Sue is pregnant. Not long after, television host Ted Gilbert airs a special broadcast celebrating the 4th anniversary of the Fantastic Four, the world's most famous heroes. Reed, Sue, Johnny Storm, and Ben Grimm gained their powers after exposure to cosmic radiation during a space mission aboard the Excelsior. Reed became elastic, Sue gained invisibility and force fields, Johnny became living fire, and Ben transformed into a super strong being of living stone. From the Baxter Building, they protected Earth from threats like Mole Man, Mad Thinker, and Red Ghost, standing together as a family. When Sue's pregnancy is revealed publicly, speculation spreads over whether her child will inherit cosmic powers. Sue steps back from the Future Foundation, the organization guiding global peace, while Reed becomes consumed by research. In his lab with robot assistant Herbie, Reed studies old spacesuit designs and experiments with teleportation, yearning for space once more. Everything changes when the sky burns orange and a mysterious alien woman descends into Times Square on a silver board. She calls herself the Silver Surfer, Herald of Galactus, a cosmic being who devours planets, and Earth is next. Investigating her past, the team discovers every world she marked has been destroyed. They confront Galactus in deep space, where he reveals the truth. Sue's unborn child, Franklin, holds limitless power and must inherit Galactus' eternal hunger. The team refuses and narrowly escapes. As Sue goes into labor aboard the Excelsior, Franklin Richards is born. Back on Earth, Reed announces Galactus' demand, and public opinion turns against the Fantastic Four, urging them to surrender the child.
What about us? We have families too.
Tensions rise between Reed and Sue, until Sue publicly vows that their family will protect humanity, no matter the cost. Reed realizes a radical solution, using his teleportation bridge to move Earth itself. As the Future Foundation races to build it, the Silver Surfer destroys the bridges. Johnny learns her tragic past: she sacrificed her own world and daughter to save them from Galactus. With no escape left, Reed devises a final plan: lure Galactus into the last bridge. Franklin is used as bait, but Galactus sees through the deception and attacks New York. In the final battle, Sue pushes beyond her limits, Johnny nearly sacrifices himself.
Tell Franklin Uncle Johnny loves him.
And the Silver Surfer redeems herself, ramming Galactus as both vanish through the bridge. Sue collapses, only for Franklin to reveal his powers by bringing her back to life. Peace returns. The Fantastic Four are celebrated once more.
He pushed his way out and 가게는 second.
This is the story of Captain Marvel. Meet Carol Danvers, Air Force pilot. Kree warrior. A woman with no memory of her past, and incredible power she's only beginning to understand. On the distant planet Hala, Carol is known only as Ver. Under the guidance of her mentor Yanrog and the Supreme Intelligence, she serves with Starforce, an elite Kree military unit. Her mission? Hunt down the Skrulls, a race of shapeshifters painted as the greatest threat in the galaxy, but flashes of another light keep breaking through. A crash. A woman's voice. A mysterious energy core. During a mission gone wrong, Carol is captured by Skrulls probing her memories. She escapes, crashing through Earth's atmosphere in 1995. And straight into a blockbuster video. Welcome to Earth, Carol. Her arrival catches the attention of S.H.I.E.L.D. and a young, two-eyed Nick Fury. Initially skeptical, Fury soon discovers Carol's powers firsthand. And realizes Earth faces threats beyond anything S.H.I.E.L.D. has imagined. As they follow the trail, Carol's memories start to return. Her real name is Carol Danvers, a former Air Force pilot who crashed during a test flight involving the Tesseract. Instead of dying, the energy core transformed her, making her one of the most powerful beings in the universe. But the biggest twist of all? The Skrulls aren't the villains, they're refugees. Led by Talos, they're fleeing Kree persecution. And everything Carol thought she knew about her mission and her allies was a lie. Along the way, one unexpected ally steals the show Goose, a cat who is, in reality, a flurkin. When things get dangerous, Goose proves to be more than capable and swallows the Tesseract for safekeeping. Freed from the control of the Supreme Intelligence, Carol finally embraces her full potential. No longer defined by the Kree, no longer bound by false memories, she becomes Captain Marvel. And the galaxy will never be the same. In a stunning final battle, Carol single-handedly dismantles the Kree fleet. Yanrog demands a fair fight, but Carol, now fully empowered, simply replies,
I have nothing to prove to you.
One photon blast settles it. With Earth safe and the Skrulls seeking a new home, Carol departs, a cosmic protector. Before leaving, she entrusts Fury with a pager, a direct line to call her back, should the need ever arise. Pilot. Warrior. Hero. Captain Marvel has only just begun her journey, but when the universe needs her most, she will return. For more stories from across the MCU, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. A new era. A new hero. Before he became a hero, he was a billionaire playboy and inventor. Before the armor, there was only the man. This is the story of Tony Stark, the first Iron Man. Tony Stark, CEO of Stark Industries. He creates the world's most advanced weapons and lives in the spotlight. But everything changes when he travels to Afghanistan to demonstrate his new missile system, the Jericho. Ambushed. Injured by his own weapons, Tony wakes in captivity with shrapnel near his heart, kept alive only by an electromagnet powered by a crude arc reactor. Forced to build a weapon for his captors, Tony has another plan. With fellow captive Ensign, he designs and constructs the Mark I, a prototype armored suit powered by the arc reactor, a suit built not to conquer, but to escape. Trapped in a war zone, he fights his way to freedom. But Ensign sacrifices himself, reminding Tony of a greater purpose. Back home, Tony declares Stark Industries will no longer manufacture weapons, a decision that shocks the world and enrages his business partner and uncle, Obadiah Stane. Haunted by what he witnessed, Tony refines his arc reactor and designs an advanced suit of armor, the Mark II. He pushes the limits of innovation, building something not for profit, but to protect. Soon, Tony discovers Stark weapons are still being used to harm innocents. Driven by guilt, he constructs the Mark III, a fully weaponized, flight-capable suit. For the first time, Iron Man takes flight, rescuing civilians and dismantling the weapons he once created. But in the shadows, Obadiah Stane plots. He steals Tony's arc reactor and builds the Ironmonger suit, determined to control Stark's technology for his own gain. In a climactic battle, Iron Man faces Ironmonger. Weakened, outmatched, Tony relies on ingenuity and the help of Pepper Potts to overload the arc reactor. In the aftermath, the world demands answers. And in a moment that would reshape the Marvel Universe, Tony Stark steps forward with a simple truth.
I am Iron Man.
And with those words, a legend is born. Tony Stark just told the world,
I am Iron Man.
and the world can't get enough. He's throwing expos, mocking senators, and showing off like only Tony can. But behind the sarcasm, Tony's in trouble fast. The arc reactor in his chest? Poisoning his blood. Across the globe, in a dark Russian lab, someone's watching. Ivan Vanko, a genius with a grudge, builds a deadly gift. Tony's dying, but he won't slow down. In Monaco, he swaps his tux for a race car, because why not? But on the track, death strikes. Ivan Vanko, now Whiplash, walks in like a storm. Electric whips. Chaos. Cars explode. Tony's vulnerable. Pepper throws him a case, cue one of the coolest MCU moments ever. Iron Man vs. Whiplash. Sparks fly. Literally. This isn't the last you'll see of Whiplash. After Monaco, Tony's rivals are moving fast. Justin Hammer, tech CEO and jealous clown, breaks Vanko out of jail. Together, they plan a drone army to replace Iron Man. Meanwhile, Tony's losing it. Blood toxicity rises. He throws a wild birthday party in the suit. Rhodey's had enough. He puts on a suit and fights Tony. Best friends, now rivals. Rhodey leaves with the armor. Enter S.H.I.E.L.D. Enter Fury. And guess what? Tony's dad left him the secret to a new element. The cure. Tony's got one last shot at survival. With help from S.H.I.E.L.D. and his father's old Expo designs, Tony discovers a new element. A new arc reactor is born. Meanwhile, Justin Hammer shows off his perfect drones at the Stark Expo. But Whiplash hacks everything. Drones turn. Rhodey's suit is hijacked. Chaos hits the crowd. The real war begins. Iron Man and War Machine versus an army. It's Iron Man and War Machine, side by side, fighting an army of hacked drones. Lasers, repulsors, spin moves, pure MCU fireworks. Then comes the final boss. Whiplash in his upgraded suit. It's brutal. Short. Explosive. But our heroes win. Pepper lives. Tony kisses her. And just like that, the world still has Iron Man, but wait, in New Mexico. A hammer. A storm. Something big is coming. There was a man running from his own rage. This is the Incredible Hulk, Marvel's most underrated beast story. Bruce Banner wasn't born a monster. He was a scientist. A genius trying to recreate the super soldier serum that made Captain America. But things went wrong. Gamma radiation hit him, not a test subject. And now, when Bruce gets angry, he becomes a 9-foot green rage machine. The Hulk, he disappears. Hiding in the favelas of Brazil. Searching for peace. And a cure, but peace? Not in this universe. The US military, led by General Ross, wants him back. Not to save him, but to weaponize him, they send a team to capture Bruce. But surprise! Hulk smashes the squad in a factory and disappears into the shadows once again. Bruce makes his way back to the US. Why? To find data that might cure him. And also to reunite with the one person who still believes in him, Betty Ross, his ex, and yep, the general's daughter. But love and gamma don't mix well. Enter Emil Blonsky, a soldier who wants to be stronger. Faster. Like the Hulk, Ross gives him a dose of the early super soldier formula. And it works. Kind of. Blonsky fights Hulk once, gets wrecked. But he's addicted to power. He wants more. Bruce is on the run again. But he's also getting closer to hope. He finds a mysterious scientist, Mr. Blue, who might have a cure for his problem. They try an experiment, it temporarily stops him from transforming. But it's not permanent. Meanwhile, Blonsky? He goes full psycho, he injects gamma into himself, and transforms into the Abomination. Final battle time, New York City. Abomination is tearing through Harlem. Bruce knows only one thing can stop him. He jumps from a helicopter. Hoping the Hulk will emerge before he hits the ground. Spoiler, it does. The Hulk and Abomination clash in a brutal, bone-breaking battle through the city. Fists fly. Buildings fall, and Hulk finally defeats Abomination, but doesn't kill him. That's the moment we see it. The monster has a mind. And mercy, Bruce escapes again, but now, he's different. Not running from the Hulk, he's learning to control it. Bruce opens his eyes, and they turn green, not out of rage, but focus. Tony Stark walks into a bar. He tells General Ross,
What if I told you we were putting a team together?
before the thunder cracked. Before he found love or lost everything. Thor was just a reckless prince with too much ego and too little wisdom, and with a hammer and a lesson to learn. This is Thor, the origin of the god of thunder, Asgard. Home of gods, warriors, and magic so advanced it looks like science. Odin the Allfather rules it all, keeping the 9 realms in balance. His eldest son, Thor, is next in line for the throne, strong, fearless, charming, and reckless. During the coronation, an ancient enemy strikes. Frost giants break into Asgard. Odin wants peace, but Thor wants war. He takes his friends, Lady Sif, the Warriors 3, and his adoptive brother Loki, and charges straight into Jotunheim. The mission nearly causes an inter-realm war. Odin steps in just in time. And then snaps. He declares Thor unworthy, strips him of his power and hammer, and casts him to Earth. Thor lands with a crash and a whole lot of attitude. On Earth, Thor meets Jane Foster, an astrophysicist tracking wormholes. She's smart, driven, and just hit a Norse god with her car twice. Mjolnir becomes a government science exhibit. Back in Asgard, Loki discovers the truth. He's not Odin's son. He's a frost giant baby adopted after the war. Betrayed and broken, Loki watches Odin collapse into the Odin sleep and takes the throne as acting king. Thor tries to retrieve his hammer. But no matter how hard he pulls, he's not worthy. That moment breaks him. He's humbled. Meanwhile, Loki sends the destroyer to Earth, a fire-blasting machine of death. Thor steps in to protect the town, knowing he could die. And that's what makes him worthy. Mjolnir reactivates. It flies into Thor's hand. Lightning crashes. Armor returns. He's back. Thor defeats the destroyer with pure thunder power and flies off to confront Loki, who's now working with the frost giants to betray Asgard from within. Thor confronts Loki on the Rainbow Bridge. Loki wants to wipe out the frost giants to prove himself to Odin, but Thor knows that's not the way. Their final battle is thunder versus trickery, until Thor does the unthinkable. He destroys the Bifrost, cutting himself off from Earth, and Jane, Odin saves both sons, but Loki lets go, falling into the cosmic abyss. Thor, now wise and worthy, is no longer the spoiled prince, he's a guardian of the realms. Meanwhile, Jane keeps searching for a way to reach him, and in the shadows, Nick Fury reveals something strange to Dr. Selvig, the Tesseract. What happens when gods, monsters, and billionaires collide? The world nearly ends, until they form a team. This is the Avengers, Earth's mightiest heroes, assembled. The Tesseract, an ancient cube of unlimited cosmic energy, opens a portal. From it, Loki returns. He's not here to talk. He's here to conquer. He steals the cube, controls minds, including Hawkeye, and escapes, leaving S.H.I.E.L.D. in ruins. Nick Fury knows Earth can't win alone. So he calls in the big guns. Bruce Banner, hiding in India, just trying not to get angry. Natasha Romanoff, recruited while interrogating mobsters, while tied to a chair. Steve Rogers, fresh out of ice after 70 years. Still haunted by the past. And Tony Stark, building clean energy. And mocking S.H.I.E.L.D., and when Loki gets captured in Germany? Surprise, it was way too easy. Thor crashes in, literally, trying to bring his brother home. This leads to the first big fight, Iron Man versus Thor versus Captain America. Ego versus lightning versus patriotism. The team captures Loki and brings him to S.H.I.E.L.D.'s flying fortress, the helicarrier. But Loki's already inside their heads, tensions rise. Stark pokes Banner about turning green. Cap questions Fury's secrets. The team? Totally broken.
Big man in a suit on. Take that off. What are
Genius billionaire playboy.
Loki strikes. He unleashes the Hulk aboard the ship. Banner transforms and nearly kills Black Widow. Thor fights Hulk in a brutal showdown. Meanwhile, Loki kills Coulson, and just like that, the team hits rock bottom. But Coulson believed in the team. His death is the moment everything changes. Fury uses his bloody trading cards to light a fire under them. Now, they're not just heroes. They're a team. Loki opens the portal above Stark Tower. The Chitauri invade. Aliens rain from the sky. New York becomes a war zone. And finally, the team assembles. Thor channels lightning in midair. Hulk punches a sky whale.
Here we go.
Hawkeye snipes from the rooftops. Black Widow rides an alien chariot to the top of the tower. Cap holds the line against an alien army. And Iron Man? He makes the call. A nuke is launched. Tony takes it into space. No guarantee he'll come back. He sees the alien army. And Thanos' world, the bomb explodes. The portal closes. Tony falls. And Hulk catches him. Loki is arrested. The Tesseract is taken. The team? They go their own ways. But the world knows now, if we're threatened again, they'll come back. And far away, someone smiles. Thanos has entered the chat.